Today's video is going to be a bit different than the regular videos in this channel. Usually I'm not that gear oriented or gear focused. I choose to think about my purchases 3 times rather than just buying on impulse, which you can easily do when you're really into these gear oriented hobbies. But today I will do an unboxing video of my latest piece of equipment, the Brewbucket. Usually or previously when I've been brewing, I've been using one of these plastic buckets, and they have some few disadvantages in that the sanitation is not as easy when it comes to plastic. It also leaks oxygen when you want to store the beer in the bucket for extended periods of time, which is not good for the beer. But on the other hand, the price is very competitive. You can buy one of those buckets that I have here for around 10 euros or so, including everything you need. But after brewing for a while, I realized that the smell of the bucket doesn't really disappear no matter what kind of detergents you're using. I can really feel a pungent smell from the yeast. So I've decided now to try on this Brewbucket as I found it on a deal. So here we go. Pretty much assembled, it seems, right away from the box. Let's see, okay. The plastic come out something like that. I think there's some kind of harder plastic around the edges to keep the plastic on top of there. Some kind of coasters and some manuals online. Quality control passed sign there, and there goes the silicone whatever that you will put the fermentation hat on. Really, these are really springy, which is nice, and yeah, the lid seems to be coming up really well, and there's this gasket here which feels really solid. It doesn't move, and hopefully, yeah, I think it's silicone, so you should be able to put this right away in the dishwasher. So that's a really good thing for the sanitation aspect of it. So here the outlet should go, or no, the temperature controller, I mean, and under here the outlet should go. And inside of it you do have, I don't know if you see that, but you do have the markings for the liters and gallons. So remaining here should underneath here, there's the remaining parts. Just a brief walkthrough through the different components that were included. It's nothing special really, but just to make a complete unboxing really, I would like to show what was included. So first of all, this was the Brewmaster edition. So what is included is this extra hole for a temperature gauge, and this is a see-through basically tube. It just probes into the beer or the wort to measure the temperature. And then you do have this probe on it, which you thread into the hole, and this then will be able to sense the temperature in the bucket and show on this display later on. And the assembly is really easy. You unscrew this one, you then put it in on the other end of the bucket like so, And then you have an O-ring on this end, as you see, the black thing on top of it. And you have an O-ring on the other hand, and then you just screw on the whole piece of equipment like this. So now you have it on the outside as well. And then you just enter the temperature probe. So nothing special really to this assembly. And the same goes for the outlet and the dipping tube. So that also comes like so. So you will then put it, unscrew this, put it here, and the nut is put on the inside. And then you have a dipping tube, which will then fit on. And this is the wort passes through here from the inside. So you can then, depending on how much yeast you have in that brew, you can then adjust the dipping tube accordingly, so you will get the most out of that specific brew. But before using all of this, I will first clean the bucket and then also clean the individual components unscrewed, just doing everything to avoid any kind of contamination of the beer, because you put quite a lot of time into every batch. So that was pretty much it, guys. Hope to see you around. I have some interesting brews coming up.